Mr. Carrera.
What's up?
You already drink your coffee?
Yeah, I did. I'm waiting for it to kick in. What's up?
What's up? How you doing, brother?
The champ is here.
Yeah, it's
Hello,
about time.
Appreciate you, bro.
Let's
Thanks
do
for
it.
being here. Nice setup.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up? Getting ready to jump on EPCC, Dangerous Radio with my boy Famous Loza.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? It's my boy Manny Carrera. You can put your phone wherever you want. You can put it here, or if it stays up there, whatever.
What's up, bro? Right now we're at EPCC.
You ready?
Radio, Dangerous Radio. About to go live. Make sure you guys click the link on my bio to hear the full stream live with Famous Loza right now. We're about to get it. What's up, Crystal?
Ready? Let's go.
Talking real estate market. Here we go.
Good morning, El Paso, Texas. It's your boy Famous Loza at EPCC. Dangerous.
Really about the limelight, lifeline type thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I did see you at some parties or whatnot, but you never really wanted like the center of attention. You know, you're really a humble guy. You stayed in your own lane, and then when I left El Paso, I started hearing your name.
First of the month, you already know what it is, man. We about to get live and in charge. I got a special guest in studios today in the house. I got none other than the one and only Manny Carrera from Carrera Homes.
What's up, everybody? Manny Carrera, your real estate resource. Thank you, Loza, for having me on your radio show, bro.
No
Really
doubt,
appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you. I see your grind. I see your passion. I see everything about it, man. And I'm just thinking, like, I got to get somebody like that on my show. This history, how Manny started, how he changed his career path, because I know you had multiple changes in your career path.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to just go ahead and let it out. I mean, how we met, things like that. Okay, so people know we met at Bel Air High School.
Yeah. So people know we met. You know, we met back in Bel Air High School, class of 07, right?
Yeah, we're old.
Did we go to the reunion? We didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't
Shit,
either.
no.
I think it was at a bar.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they tried combining 07 and 06 together, I think.
Oh shit, did they?
Yeah, they
I didn't
tried.
even know that.
The only people that showed up for 08 was like Anthony Christmas, Sonny Salcedo, and like maybe 8 other people.
Shout out to Big Dogs.
Yeah.
The class of 06.
Nah, I think 07 was better though.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
So that's our class. Yeah. So born and raised here in El Paso, Texas. I actually went to school here at Valle Verde. So walking in right now brought back so many memories.
Flashbacks?
Yeah, so many memories.
Good ones or bad ones?
Good ones. I mean, good ones. College was fun. High school was fun. Everything was fun. You know, everything up until this point. I'm super blessed. I'm super thankful that everything's happened the way it's happened. You know, but long story short, born and raised here in El Paso. Started, trying to kind of find my path, my calling. Since I was 18 years old, didn't really know what to do. Went to school. Majored in psychology, criminal justice, started rapping a little bit, then I started working at the bank.
From your hip-hop music artistic career to becoming in sales, and how you decided to exploit that because you were really good at it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's one of the most important things for anybody listening is hone in on your strengths, you know? Hone in on what you're good at. And for me, I realized sales is just something supernatural for me. Sales was just something that, I didn't have to really try to do. It just happened. So I definitely honed in and I went hard. My first year in sales, I got promoted out to Miami, Florida. Went out there and I was managing a couple stores out there for Verizon, recruiting, hiring, and doing all kinds of things, training and everything like that. And it was awesome, bro. I mean, it was definitely one of the best experiences for me to get out there without family, without friends, completely by myself, and just really start paying attention to who I am, who I am, who I want to be. I set my goals, 3 years into being in Florida, I had some crazy ass goals.
Yeah.
Crazy ass goals, big goals that were scaring the shit out of me, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to do these, I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I knew that the vehicle that I was in, which was Verizon, for me, it wasn't the right vehicle for me, I had to do something in sales, but I had to change vehicles, and for me, that was real estate, So getting my license out there in Miami was definitely something that I was super excited to do, But coming out here to El Paso, you know, I got my license in Miami, and then I came to visit my family and friends here in El Paso for a month. And once I got here, you know, I looked around and I saw how much El Paso's changed. I saw how big El Paso's gotten, and I saw how much money is being poured into the city right now, in the east side, in the west side, in downtown. You have expansion going everywhere right now in El Paso. And that's why, you know, for me, knowing and having the goals that I had in Miami, I realized that my goals are going to be hit a lot faster if I come back to El Paso, because my network is here, my people are here. I love the city, I know the city, and I just wanted really to be a part of this growth, of this thing that's happening right now in the city, you know? I want to be able to say, I was part of that, boom, in El Paso. When I got here to El Paso, and I decided, within 2 weeks of me getting here to El Paso, I decided, I have to stay here. I'm gonna have to get my license here. But when I decided that, you know, instead of me just going back to the routine that I was in before I went to Miami, me getting back into the routine and going out and you know, and not having my priorities right, I had to get serious about what I was about to do, because what I was about to do was make a complete transition, going from the 305 Miami, sunny Miami,
sunny beach,
to dry El Paso, beautiful El Paso. But it was definitely a transition for me, you know.
Everybody that's pulled up, I thank you guys to the fullest. Tune in, same time, same place, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Dangerous Radio, it's your boy Famous Loza. It's that loyalty over royalty. Make sure you hit my boy Manny Carrera Homes if you're looking for any best realtor right here, hands down. We out.
Actor. No, I was doing a interview over here at EPCC Radio. We're live, bro. And I was like, yo, hold up, I got a call from my boy Art Romero. He wants to buy a Pacifica. I'll call you. Let me stop this live interview. What's up, brother? How's everything? Full ask offer, my client will contribute closing costs. Well, we also have a repair budget if there's anything after inspection. The works, bro, like Pizza Hut, better. And let me know if your clients like it. Well, you just came out on Day in the Life. Just kidding. Yeah, dude, I got into my first fight over there. Just kidding, I didn't. I actually remember when I came to Valle Verde, I had to pay for my own classes because I didn't get financial aid. And I remember the parking pass to park here, I think it was like $150 at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck that. I already have to pay for school. So I never got my parking pass. And I used to always just like park and then like hope I came out without a ticket.
Did you?
Dude, I came out and I would always have boots and tickets and...
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the boots are expensive. They're just as much as a parking pass.
Yeah.
So then I realized you should just get a parking pass. It's dumbass. Celebration time. Breakfast time.
Pa'l carajo te mandé, yo te mandé y de mi vida te saqué, yo te saqué, yo te boté.
Yeah, so I was actually, so we're talking right now about some feedback that we're getting right now with the podcast, with the vlogs, with everything that we're doing marketing wise, social media wise, and getting a lot of feedback. You know, I was telling the Sosas that a lot of people are watching, and I'm happy. I'm glad everybody's watching. But you know, one cool thing and one reason for all these podcasts and these vlogs and everything like this is not so much to sell anything, just to put out information, right? So the podcast episode number 3, Whiskey Wednesday episode number 3 with John, the investor, I was speaking to him the other day, and an agent, a real estate agent, saw the entire podcast, learned a lot from the podcast, found a deal that he was then able to present to my investor. So my investor is now working on buying that property. So we did that podcast 2 weeks ago, and he already got a lead. So it's badass, you know, the way networking happens, and just having somebody on a podcast where you would think nobody's gonna listen to because it's a podcast. Who listens to podcasts?
but there are people that listen to podcasts. There's people that are watching it on YouTube too. So I'm really excited for all the feedback that we're getting. I think the progress that we're doing and making every single week, I think we're definitely setting the tone right now for the El Paso market as far as the content that we're putting out, and all that feedback, you know, what John told me just kind of makes me, you know, feel a little bit more have that reassurance that we're doing something pretty good here. So excited.
Come on in for some breakfast, Sosas.